community beautification, education initiatives. The goal of painting the world is what we've been doing for the past decade or so. My name is Jasper Wong, and I'm from East Oahu. I went to Kalani High School, and I'm the founder of Powwow.
Jasper Wong is a man of many talents. He's an artist, illustrator, curator, and art director. His work has been in exhibitions across the globe, from California, Australia, France, and more. The Kalani grad has appeared in numerous publications such as Hypebeast, Vice, and Archive magazine. However, most might know him as the creator and lead director of Powwow Hawaii. Jasper has helped turn Kaka'ako into the top hub of art and creativity, bringing together contemporary artists committed to enriching the community through art. However, any great art piece doesn't happen overnight. Look closely into a painting, and you'll notice it's the small, simple strokes that together make up the big picture.
I transferred myself to California College of the Arts in San Francisco. When I graduated, I was a bit lost. I didn't know what to do with my degree. And one thing that I really wanted to do was figure out how to get my ideas from point A to point B. Like how to get my ideas into physical form. I decided to move to Hong Kong because I wanted to learn about manufacturing. And I learned a lot about just sort of like that whole world. But while I was there, I also at the same time wanted to keep pushing my art. So I took my portfolio around and I kept getting rejected. They said that I was the wrong type of Chinese. Because I was American Chinese, there was less potential to sell my work. So as a reaction to that, I started my own gallery. There was a restaurant that was on the outskirts of the main parts of the city. It wasn't like a hip area, but it was abandoned for about 10 years. And so all we had to do was paint the walls white, add some windows and doors, and we had a gallery. And the very first exhibition we did at that gallery was the very first Powwow. The name came from comic books originally. So, Pow being a punch in the face. The impact that art had on the viewer, and Wow being the reaction to that. And Powwow together is a Native American term for a gathering to celebrate culture, art, and music. The idea was to, one, share process. A lot of times when you go to a gallery or a museum, you see the final work. And a lot of times the work that goes behind all of that led up to that, the struggles, is sometimes more interesting than the final art itself. And also we wanted to collaborate. We wanted us to work together and work with other artists and create something new. So that was the very first Powwow in Hong Kong. I wanted to continue doing that project, but I wanted to make it a traveling show. And I thought maybe I could take it around to different cities around the world. And a friend of mine, Krista Whitmire, said that I should bring that concept back home. And for me, it was tough because I know that the arts industry is smaller in Hawaii. I wasn't sure if we would find an audience and if people would be receptive to it. Came back home and just started exploring the idea. Reconnected with Kamea Hadar, and he had a place for the artists to stay in North Shore. Then we started just looking for funds. A lot of sponsors didn't see art shows as viable vehicles to promote their brands. So we couldn't really get funding. So then I had three options. One, cancel it. Two, maybe scale it back. Or three, just go for it. No plan or idea is ever going to be perfect. It's really about setting a deadline for yourself. It was more like, hey, we're going to do them in February. Do all the collateral, all the assets, everything. It's happening on this date, regardless of us being ready for it or not. And to be honest, that very first one in Hawaii, we weren't ready for it. So the key really is plan the best you can, but be ready to tackle any fires that may arise. I bought flights for friends and artists because I felt if I brought that many people and brought all that creative energy together, there was no way it could fail. There was a wall in the parking lot. And one of the artists, 123 Clan out of Montreal, said, we should paint that wall. And I said, yeah, that sounds like a great idea, but it's not our wall, it's like the neighbor's wall. So I went in there, they really didn't want to make it happen. And I kind of begged and pleaded. And all the artists collaborated and painted that one wall. And we realized that doing public art and murals kind of fit all of the ideas and the missions and the concepts that we were surrounded Powwow with. And the following year, we decided to focus completely on on murals. Vulnerability as an artist is always difficult because you put a lot of your heart and soul into a painting. And oftentimes people don't share that same love for it. There is always this misconception that we are vandals and that we're destroying the neighborhood. And that what would happen is that over time, it would just cause more issues, more crime, more problems. The thing is, like, you just have to believe in what you're doing, that is good and it's positive. And what we've seen is that it's actually does the complete opposite, you know? And so, you know, that wasn't the case at all, but, you know, we've seen how it's changed over the 10 years. With Powwow as a festival, you know, like, we had no idea, I had no idea how it was going to be perceived or if anyone was even going to show up. And it's amazing, you know, to have it be a success and to have it grow as much as it has. It wouldn't have happened if we didn't take those initial risks. And also at the same time, like, I've taken risks and tried different things that have completely failed. The beauty is that you've tried, you know? The only regrets you have are the regrets of you not doing it, not trying to do it. We're just doing it out of our own sort of passion and love and the belief that art can change the world.